Well guys, here we are, the end of our first full season as the manager of Darlington, and we're here for the playoffs. Let's see if we can get the Quakers promoted back into the National League. What is up guys, Matthew here and welcome to the end of Season 2. The end of our first official season, and it's ending with the playoffs. Today we're playing both, if we get to the final, the playoff semi-final against Banbury, in which we have home advantage, and then the final at Wembley, if we get there, which will be against either Scunthorpe or Braintree, the teams who finished level on points with us, but just behind on goal difference. Now, it's amazing that we're here with Darlington in only our second season, the end of our first full season, and we have the chance to get Darlington back into the National League for the first time in what will be 14 years in this game world after they dropped all the way down to the bottom of English football. As we know, they've been stuck in the National League North pretty much now, again, for around 8 or 9 years in this world. And we've got a great chance to get them up into the National League and into another world, essentially. You know, you've got some massive, massive clubs in the National League, and you've got that carrot dangling above you, which is the Football League, which would be an incredible achievement. Now, it is worth noting, we are not expected to get promoted. We're under no pressure to even get into the playoffs. We've achieved it, and I'm hoping today we can go one step further. So, let's get the team ready. Without any further ado, we may as well waste no less time. Let's get into it and get the team ready for the playoff semi-final at home at Blackwell Meadows against Banbury. Okay, so the team is as follows, and we're lucky in the sense we've had a good week or whatever it is to rest since the end of the official season. Banbury, of course, had that incredible 4-3 quarter-final game against Chorley in the last round. They'll be fresh. I mean, they're not 100% fresh actually, but you know, we're fresher than them at least, which I'm hoping is an advantage. But we're playing George Shelvey in goal. A lot of our players, especially at the top end of the pitch, are in great form, which is fantastic. Sumnall and Leckie are the centre-back pair with Nathan Newell at left-back. As always, we've got Clark, Little and Kelly in the midfield three. But obviously, we lost one of our stars. Michael Spellman is out for the season. He's having to obviously sit this one out, so we have brought Frankie Ealing in on the right and moved Harry Green over to the left. And of course, Max Thompson will be playing up front. The bench, we've got Harry Wright, Tom Leake, Chris Prince comes in as backup on either wings, James Harvey and Andrew Nelson. In fact, I'm going to swap Sinyan with Prince as he's a little bit fit. We're going balanced. Again, we're just going to wait and see how we settle into this game, and if we feel like it's there for us, we'll obviously then go positive and we'll start to push. But Banbury, out of all the sides that we could have played, have probably got the better record against us in the league. We would have been better off playing Scunthorpe or Chorley, but nevertheless, we're here. And I'm going to use the usual, show everyone that our recent praise is justified. It seems to make them happy. I don't know if that's down to the characteristics of the dressing room or whatever, but here we go. Here we go. Let's get the team ready and let's get them out there. The playoff semi-final is here. So we've got the advantage of the home crowd, which you've got to think is a positive in this scenario. You can only hope that it is. But Banbury are probably going to come here feeling like they're not under any pressure, equally like us. Neither of us were expected to be in the playoffs. We were expected to be mid-table, maybe slightly higher. They were expected to be around 14th. And we've scored! We've scored already! What a start! CJ Clark has put us 1-0 up. And we've barely played 2 minutes. What a dream start that is. Cancel the encouragement. Cancel that. We don't need it. What a start, and well, we're instantly kicking off straight from the... well, another highlight straight from kickoff. I didn't even see the goal. It just... the ball was in the back of the net. I was too busy rambling, and suddenly we're 1-0 up. That's a fantastic start. But we have another highlight straight off the bat, and I have a feeling this could mean we might be seeing another goal. Oh, no. No, we're not. Banbury are on the ropes here. We've got them on the ropes. But we need to make them pay with a second goal. Kelly whips it in. It's headed up. Lecky's there. It's in. It's 2-0. Jack Leckie has put us 2-0 up after only 17 minutes. Oh my word. We've seen this type of goal so many times. It doesn't get cleared. It's bobbled up in the air, and Leckie is there to make second contact, and he loops it perfectly into the far corner. It's 2-0. Couldn't ask for a better start than this. Apologies, my phone that I have connected to my MacBook that I play this on is all hooked up, and my phone decided to just disconnect and freeze. So you missed my celebration for the second goal, but I can inform you it was a very, very good one. Luckily I caught it. My phone went into sleep mode for some reason. Moving on. Anyway, you've not missed anything other than my celebrations for the second goal. We're still up. We're still 2-0 up as it stands, heading towards the end of the first half. I'm going to tell Ealing to focus here, and we're going to go cautious just to get to the end of the half here, because Banbury look like they're having a spell of possession. But I tell you what, we haven't gave them a sniff. Literally, they've not mustered a single ounce of XG. They're not even on the XG table. You cannot ask for a better half of football, really, but let's ensure stay focused second half. And they've gained focus, and that's exactly what we wanted them to do. We needed them to gain focus. And here's hoping that they'll carry that focus through all the way until the 90 minutes are up. A third goal you'd think would do it. I mean, we are just battering them here. 11 shots, 7 on target. It's just one-way traffic at the moment. It really is. But there's still time left for something to potentially go wrong. No goals in the other. They're playing with caution, which is interesting. And they're easing off a little bit now as well. So I'm just starting to wonder if Banbury are just starting to run out of ideas a little bit here. I don't know if they're a little tired. We did see that pre-match, but I'm going to make some change. I mean, I was going to make a change up front because Max Thompson's complacent, but Nelson's equally as complacent by the looks of it. But there's so many players having great games out there. I don't really want to change things up too much. If anything, I want to kind of preserve them. But we will bring Andrew Nelson on. You know, Thompson's our star player, so we don't want to risk him getting injured potentially. But, I mean, we are into the 72nd minute here. It's been a second half of no highlights whatsoever. And this is almost too good to be true. I mean, their team is absolutely knackered. And that is the benefit of not having to play in the quarterfinal. That's why I was so relieved when we sneaked in to the semi-final. But we'll bring Leek in, as we don't want to risk Sumnall getting himself sent off. We're just covering all possibilities here. And I think we'll move on another couple of minutes. And I think we might be at a point soon where we might be able to just take our foot off. I'm too wary of doing it yet because I've seen us concede 2 goals in the dying embers of a game while we were 3-0 up. They finally had a shot. But it looks like we are into stoppage time here, and it looks like the job is done, ladies and gentlemen. This has been way too easy. I can't quite believe it. But we're going to slow things down, put faith in James Harvey, who's going to come on for the final few minutes. We do actually have a highlight. The first highlight of the second half. Please do not result in a Banbury goal. because it would just make a lovely, comfortable afternoon stroll extremely difficult. And I'm now worried that could be the case. I mean, literally there is less than 3 minutes left. Hewitt down the left-hand side now. He's been unchallenged, puts a deep cross in, and Shea Charles heads wide. Or was it Hewitt? Maybe he was the one who put the cross in. That, I think, is Banbury's last chance. And ladies and gentlemen, we are in to the playoff final. We've had a really, really surprisingly comfortable afternoon against Banbury, and I couldn't be happier with that performance. Congratulations on reaching the fact you deserve it. You should all be absolutely delighted with that. And they did. They just looked as cool as you like, as composed as you like. They got the job done. The question is, who are we playing? Scunthorpe or Braintree? It's Braintree! They won on penalties! Wow. And look at that. They were getting beat 3-0. 3-0. Scunthorpe were up 3-0 with 25 minutes to go. They conceded in the 81st, 92nd and 95th minute. You'd be sick, wouldn't you? You'd be absolutely devastated. And Scunthorpe, who were once again up there as one of the absolute favourites, are going to have to sit out and have another season in the National League North. Crazy. So, the playoff final is set. It is Darlington against Braintree. And of course, Braintree finished 4th in the league, level on points with us, of course. In terms of their form, they had a good end to the season, back-to-back wins. Before that, it was a little sketchy, a 5-1 defeat to Oxford City in there. But they were 3-0 down against Scunthorpe, but we have to be very wary of their potential of coming back into the game after that. But we're into the final. I'm not going to suggest we're favourites or anything of the sort, but this is a giant opportunity to exceed all expectations and get ourselves promoted into the National League. It's such a big opportunity. Let's go and get it and get the team ready for the playoff final. Okay, so we've got a team meeting before the final, and I completely didn't realise the playoff final is not at Wembley. It's at Blackwell Meadows. We're at home again. The benefit of coming second is that we're going to get home games, no matter who we play. So we're at home again, which is fantastic. But we have got a team meeting, and we've been told to ease expectations and not put too much pressure on the boys. Now, this is a really, really important team meeting we have to get right. I mean, do I ease expectations and say don't be too disappointed if it doesn't go our way, or don't anyone being distracted by the hype around the playoff final, just go out and treat it like any other match? That could be a good one. I just feel like there are a few really ambitious lads in here who'll want us to come out and say, let's go and do this. Yeah, leave it all out there and have no regrets. That could work. Oh, there's a few. Promotion would be great for the club, but it wasn't expected pre-season. I don't think building up this match will help us deliver on the day. See, it's helped a few, but not all. That's what I was worried about. But I think a lot of our best players have reacted quite well to that. But we'll accept that and respect the views of those who maybe aren't particularly happy. So a mixed meeting there, but most of the players, I think, were happy enough. And we are here for the Vanarama National League North Playoff Final at Blackwell Meadows. A ginormous opportunity for the club. So let's go and get it. So we're going with exactly the same lineup that played in that semi-final. It's as is: Shelvey, Perrott, Sumnall, Leckie, Newall in defence, Clark, Liddell, Kelly, midfield, Ealing on the right, Green on the left, Thompson on the right, Sadly, Spellman is just not quite there. He's not passed his fitness test to play a part, unfortunately. And it is also worth noting that Mitchell Curry has officially left us now to go to Hemel Hempstead. So we are not going to be with, we're going to be without him now. Not that that's a huge loss. And Mr. Andrew Nelson, despite being transfer listed, kicking off, wanting to leave, he's suddenly changed his mind and he wants to stay now. Is that because we're in the playoff final? I don't know. We'll find out. But let's get to it and get the game underway. Okay, so there's a couple of, Harry Green's complacent, CJ Clark's unsure. That's after our recent team meeting that he didn't take very well to. But we're going to do the same. Recent praise is justified. It works a treat. I don't know if it's an in-game thing, a glitch or whatever, but if you want to get your team talks working, just use that. It seems to work. But here we go then. We're at home, in front of our own crowd. And I'd like to think that'll give us the edge. But Braintree are a side who beat us earlier in the season. I think it was the second game of the season. I think we then beat them. So this could go any which way. But I'd like to think we'll be able to cope with the occasion better being in front of our home fans. Nerves. It's a big one. It's a big one for both clubs. Whichever one of us gets up, it's going to be absolutely massive for both of us to get into the National League because I don't think either of us were expected to. And I think it's been a bit of a cagey start, if I'm honest. We're going to keep encouraging the boys, seeing if we can just get them going. But not much in terms of a highlight so far. Braintree, though, haven't done much as yet, which is good for us. It's a good sign. But we seem to be not quite penetrating their defence either. I'll keep encouraging the boys. And we're at half an hour and nothing's happened yet. Really, really nervy. I'm not willing to turn it up to positive or anything as yet. But we might not get a highlight in this first half, which would be quite crazy. One final bit of encouragement? No. Well, this has been an absolute letdown, hasn't it? Nothing's happened. We've had the better of it, but it's not living up to the billing, is it? Let's just keep morale up. Keep going. We can win this if we work hard as a team. Keep going. We've just got to tell the boys to keep going. I don't know when to turn it up to positive. I feel like they might be hanging in the game until it opens up. And then when it opens up, they might catch us out. So I'm very wary of pushing the boat out too much. I think both sides are at a bit of a stalemate right now. As we are now in the second half. Still no highlights. This is crazy. I've never had a game go this deep without a highlight before. Right, here we go. 56 minutes in. And we were in the Braintree half until we gave the ball away. Oh dear. Right. Chaplin, try and press them, boys. They play it out to Critchlow here. Please do not make this a goal, given it's their first chance. That would be so annoying. We've waited 56 minutes just to see them score with their first chance. Oh, it's a good ball in behind to Blair. He's ran it wide though. Critchlow now. Perrott intercepts. He's unlucky that he doesn't get the interception. It's into Critchlow. Oh, they've hit the bar. They've hit the bar. Is that the highlight? Yes, it is. Keeper gets there. Oh, wow. Braintree's first shot. And I think they've come the closest. I'll encourage the boys once again. Oh, wow. That was a wake-up call. But we have the ball again. Let's not lose it this time. Harry Green, he's turned the afterburners on. Come on, Harry, lad. Come on. Oh, it's an early ball. It's an early cross and it's a poor cross. And we've gifted the ball back to Braintree. Please boot it long. Right. Win that. Win it. Second ball. Ealing. Oh, he's lost it. Oh, Blair's in. He's got to be offside. Surely. What a block. Oh, and the ball's over. Wow. Okay. It's getting a bit nervy now. I don't know whether to turn it up or not and try and push us to go positive. I feel like they've just had a good spell. And there's not too many good performances out there at the moment. I'm going to leave it as is. It's who's willing to take that first risk. As we are out to 70 minutes. Do we go for it? I think we're going to go for it. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go positive. And we're going to make some changes. Ealing, I mean, he's had a slightly better game than Green, but he's looking a bit tired. So we're going to bring on CD Sinyan. What a game and moment it is for him. And Clark, despite having the lowest morale, actually had the best game. Do we bring on James Harvey? Is it written in the stars that our two elite talents come on and make the difference and win us the game? I'm going to do it. I'm going to put my faith in them both. What a story this could be. If one of the two young lads come on and score the winner, we might be going to extra time here. We might be going all the way. I think, unless there's going to be late drama or late heartbreak, we've got the ball. Thankfully, we've kept it down. I was so worried Sumnall was going to bolt it forward and give it straight back to them. Sinyan now. Thompson. This would be such a good time to score. Great play this. This is fantastic play. Little. Lost the ball again. Newall wins it back. Green. We just can't keep the ball for a prolonged period of time at the moment and create an opening. Here's Little. Is he going to cross it? Is he going to play it inside? He plays it to Harry Green. Harry Green to Harvey. He's made a great run. Harry Green's in the box. He's hit the post. He's hit the post. Oh, Perrott. Oh, and now we've come close. I thought that was it. Oh, I thought that was it. Not to be. And I think we're going to go to extra time. Extra time it is. I mean, they really come into it second half, XG-wise at least. We've still had more shots. How are they looking fitness-wise? They're looking quite tired, aren't they? We've got, I'd say, fresher legs overall. We're not going to say we don't like what we saw. I'm proud of everyone's efforts. Keep going. That's motivated a lot of them. Keep going, boys. Come on. Come on. Extra time. I can't take a penalty shoot out. I can't do it. I just can't. It's too much. Oh, extra time. Who is willing to push the boat out and risk or going for the win at risk of losing at this stage? We've got a throw in on the left-hand side. Newall plays it to Thompson, who's not had a good game given the season he's had. James Harvey! Oh my God! We said, didn't we? We were going to bring him on to see if he could be the one to bring us that moment of magic. And the young elite talent who we brought in last season, who he was touted to be a generational talent. He's had a wonderful season and he's rocked up in a playoff final and he's just done that. And here's another one. CD Sinyan crosses it in. It's going to be cleared, I think. Maybe it's going to be a Braintree highlight here. Carew. He's absolutely marauding forward here. Can someone try and win the ball back, please? Here's Critchlow. Critchlow with a cross. Oh, it's in! Tom Blackwell's headed it in off the post just before the end of the half, and they've replied instantly. Oh, damn it. Damn it. Oh, it's so annoying. Right, we haven't got a team talk. We're going straight into extra time. The second part of extra time. And I feel like we need to make that third and final change. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Little's not having a good game. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. I don't want to risk penalties. We're going 2 up top. Andrew Nelson. He wants to stay here. Here's your time to prove it. And we're going to put 2 in midfield. We may as well go for it. CJ Clark's going to remain the ball winner. James Harvey's still going to play as a playmaker. We're putting 2 up top. I'm going to remain balanced, I think, because I desperately don't want us to push and lose this game. But at the same time, we're at home, and I feel like there comes a point where I think we're going to go positive. Oh my God, they've got a corner. Oh my God, please no. Not in extra time. Oh no. Oh no. His first ever Braintree goal. I can't believe it. We're going to have to go very attacking. I can't believe it. This would be the worst way to lose. Oh, I don't believe it. We need to hope that nerves kick in and that they do something stupid, or we can force an equaliser here. Thompson to Nelson. Back to Leckie. CJ Clark. Thompson. Newall. He's won it in a great position. He needs to cross. He's got so many men to aim for, but it's a terrible cross. Clark then plays it to nobody. Come on. Harvey to CJ Clark again. Thompson. He's running down a blind alley, but he's done well. He's got to cross it into Nelson. Nelson has scored! He's equalised! He's offside! Oh my God, he's offside. That is cruel. That is so cruel. Oh my God. We're in. This is it. This is actually it. We've got to score here. We're into the final minute. Thompson. Harvey. Sinyan. Yes! CD Sinyan has equalised in the final minute. The other elite talent has come up with the goods in the final minute. Oh my word. What a finish by the young lad. Under the circumstances, this is going to go to penalties. It's actually, oh my God, it's going to penalties. Oh. I can't do this. Right. I mean, we do not have a good record with penalties. I mean, Ben Little doesn't. He's off the pitch, thankfully. Oh, I can't believe it's coming down to penalty kicks. This is where I'm hoping George Shelvey, our 4-star goalkeeper, proves his worth. Right. Best penalty takers going first, Max Thompson. We're going to just have to go in order, I think. I mean, why try and be clever? Harry Green will go third. I mean, after that, we haven't really got many good penalty takers, have we? Jensen Sumnall. Nathan Newall. I mean, we may as well just go in order from that down. Poor James Harvey. He's anxious. I'm anxious. CJ Clark. Jack Leckie. I mean, George Shelvey, our keeper, has got better penalties than CD Sinyan. Okay. I'm ready. I'm ready. This is either going to be jubilation or absolute devastation. Okay. The assistant recommends that we mention our home fans. We're going to do that. And I'm going to just put my faith in all of them. Here we go. Penalty shootout. For a place in the National League. It all comes down to this. Max Thompson scores the first penalty. Hopefully that'll set the tone. Payne steps up now for Braintree. And that's in as well. Both have gone the opposite way to the goalkeepers. Andrew Nelson, who's had an absolute up and down season, but he's here and he's happy and he wants to stay. And he scores as well. Andrew Nelson scores the second penalty. Here's Doofus, Tyrone Doofus, puts it in the same corner. It's 2-2. And this is where our penalty taking ability starts to drop off a little bit. Harry Green. He scores as well. The keeper went the right way, but he didn't save it. And I'm hoping their quality of penalty takers are going to start dropping off now too. Willis steps up. And that's in as well. It's getting to the sudden death now, isn't it? And now we're down to our centre-backs. Jensen Sumnall is up next. And he scored as well. Come on! If they miss this, the next penalty is our chance to win it. Hammond steps up. Come on, Shelvey. Oh, he's went the right way as well. It's sudden death after this. Newall needs to keep us in the game here. And he scores as well. If we save this penalty, we are in the National League. Shelvey could make himself a hero if he saves this penalty. Come on. Critchlow is going to step up for for Braintree. Come on. Come on, Shelvey. Oh, he went the right way as well. Oh. Okay, Harry Perrott now to keep the pressure on. And he's put it in the corner. These have been some incredible penalties. It goes on. But again, we have a chance to win it. We just need a save. Or we need it to sky it, hit the post, anything, anywhere. Davies now for Braintree. Oh, that's gone in as well. The keeper keeps going the right way. Oh, Harvey, please. You've been incredible. You don't deserve to miss a penalty in the shootout. Oh, and he's put it in the corner. That was so good under the pressure for the young lad. Keeper went the right way again. It's 7-6. Oh, God. I can't take this. Please end it. End it now. Shelvey, just save the penalty, please. Smith steps up. Oh, he scored again. It's going to come down to the goalkeepers. CJ Clark. He's powered it into the back of the net and it's 8-7. Is anyone going to miss? This is incredible. Another chance for us to win it. Wade is next up. Please, 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 please. Wade steps up. Oh, it's in again. Oh, this is torture. Lecky now. Oh my God, he's put it straight into the goalkeeper's arms. That penalty was awful. Oh my God. And now if Carew scores this. Oh no. Shelvey, please. He saved it! That was equally as bad! Both penalties were awful and it's down to the keepers. Oh my God, Shelvey now. Keeper versus keeper. And he's put it in the top bin. Oh, God. And now their goalkeeper is up against our goalkeeper. Oh my God, this has been... Oh no, it isn't. It's Chaplin. This has been torture. This has been absolute torture. Chaplin. Oh, he's put it in the corner. Oh my God. And now Seedy Sinian steps up. His penalty rating is 1. Oh my word. Oh, and he's put it down the middle. And now the last of the 11 players I think it's now their goalkeeper up against Shelvey. Please. Please end it, please. Sim steps up. And he's put it in the corner as well. We're back round to the strikers. Max Thompson's up again. It's 10-10. And he's scored again. I can't believe how long this is going on for. Pain. I mean, this is quite fitting for how I'm feeling right now. This is painful. Payne now steps up. Oh, I thought he'd missed. It looked like a really weak penalty. The keeper went the right way as well. It's back to Andrew Nelson again. And he slammed it in at the corner. Powered it in. Oh, for crying out loud. It's 12-11. We must be approaching some record here. And again, it's Doofus who has to score to keep Braintree in it. How are they still in it? They've had so many penalties. They've had to score. It's saved! He's done it! George Shelvey! He's finally saved! What was that? The 23rd, 24th penalty! We're promoted to the National League! Come on! Yes! Oh my God. Oh my God. That was horrible. We have got promoted on penalties. What even was the score? What was even the score? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've won 13-12 on penalties. And we were losing heading into the final minute of extra time. And the goals come from the two players who we brought on off the bench, and we said these could be the boys, the generational youth talent, the young lads, the next generation, Seedy Sinyon and James Harvey. They're the two who are going to come on and do the business. And both of them did. In fact, Harvey assisted the winner. Oh, boys, congratulations. Seem a little happier? They should be bouncing off the walls. Oh my God. I mean, is there a better way of getting promoted? I mean, there is not a worse way to lose, and I thought when we missed that first penalty, it was game over. 4 goals in extra time. Wow. I can't believe it. We're in the National League. We've done it. First full season. And we're going up. And we weren't even expected to be in the playoffs. Absolutely unbelievable. And this will be a day in our Journeyman career mode we will never ever forget. Wow. Okay, so we've been promoted on penalties. Yes, we have. Pivotal match apparently was Boston 1, Darlington 3 in January. I don't know why that was a pivotal match. I'll send the assistant. I'm too busy getting hammered in the dressing room. Okay, initial budgets. Now, I don't know if this is good for the National League, but we've been given 13k per week wage budget and 17k transfer budget. You know what? I think that's pretty good, you know. I think if we get rid of the transfer budget and just focus on wages, that's going to give us so much room to transform this squad and get it where we need it to be. Darlington Delight at unexpected promotion. That is absolutely fair. And the player of the match in a final was young 16-year-old James Harvey, who for me is going to be an icon of this Journeyman save. He has been insane, honestly. We had a fan day and it was a success, which is great. Great for the town. Wow. And I think there was a managerial timeline. Let's have a look at this. So this is how our Journeyman has started. I don't think we saw this last season. We may have skipped it by accident, but welcome aboard. To return for more glory, so Harry White and Reece Bingsley returned to Darlington. 2 prospects arrived, Max Thompson and Harry Green. How pivotal have our first 2 signings been? We got our first and maybe only Manager of the Month accolade straight away after our first month. And into 2024, 2 high-profile signings. Of course, Elliott was a flop in the end, and then the players we brought in from the youth, especially Harvey and Sinyan. Game changers. One of Darlington's own, so to make things even better, James Harvey's a Darlington fan. I mean, you can't write this. Nelson keeps scoring, 15 goals, set a record. Leacombe Perrett joined us, of course, at the start of this season. It was then mentioned by ITV Sport, any Darlington supporters who decide to leave before the end of their National North win over Boston. That must have been the pivotal game, maybe. A big deal bringing in George Shelvey, which I think, despite a rocky start, proven to be absolutely game changer. He is incredible and has done so well. And then the 1-0 win over Hemel Hempstead in the FA Trophy was also mentioned. And then it skips to us going up into the National League. Amazing. We do now have a National B licence, by the way. We were permitted to complete that by the club, which I'm very grateful for, and our reputation has increased up to 1 star. And obviously we've got an incredible wage budget to try and invest. And suddenly Nelson's happy to stay, suddenly CJ Clark's happy to stay. What a shock. We get promoted and suddenly everyone wants to be here now. Isn't that lovely? Squad planning for next season we will take a long look at, but I think if you want to look at it briefly, we've got a goalkeeper who's good enough. I think it's probably, I mean, centre-back only one star, really. I think maybe losing Sumnall could be a problem, so we might have to bring in another really good centre-back, and we might need more at left-back. I definitely agree with that. Midfield, I love Little, I love Clark, and obviously James Harvey's going to continue to be an absolute superstar, I'm sure. Up front, I think Max Thompson will do a job for us next season, but I would like some good competition for him. Spellman, I think, is good enough to go up, and so's Harry Green. I think we just need strength and depth in most areas without upsetting the club, of course. And we're actually front runners to be Manager of the Year. And you know what? I know South Shields blew the league away, but they were kind of expected to be up there. They were favourites to go up. They went up. We were not favourites or anywhere near to even get playoffs, and we've got promoted. So I think in terms of achievement to expectations, I'd like to think we would win. I'm going to vote for someone else though. Let's vote for Angelo Harrop. The guy, of course, we just beat in the playoff final. What a job he did getting Braintree that far. So I'm going to vote for him. And I think, guys, that's where we're going to leave it. I think it might be a bit too soon to have a little look at what's happened around the world of FM. We've got an end of season review, of course. Let's have a look at this then. So new arrivals. George Shelvey was a big one, of course. I guess the highest profile, maybe. B- ended up good in the end. And Spellman was the best signing in terms of his rating. Same with Kelly, both from Sunderland. They've done great. Frankie Ealing also did really well, I think, given that we signed him late on. What a pick he was. Nathan Newell also did all right. Tom Leake's rating was okay. Same with Harry Perrett. I think overall, a lot of the signings we've brought in have improved us. Board expectation was to finish mid-table. We've obviously smashed that by finishing second. Max Thompson got 22 goals, and obviously we're an A+. You can't expect anything less. And a brief look at how the season went. We obviously had an unreal start. Lost 1 in our first, I don't know how many games, and we continued to do all right. I think we may have had a wobble in and around Christmas. Got a little bit inconsistent, but we never dropped out of the top 7, and we finished really, really strongly. winning 5 of our last 6. So we took good form into the playoffs in the end. FA Cup didn't do so well. They wanted us to qualify, obviously, for the FA Cup, and we were winning 3-1 in that qualifying second leg, if you remember, and completely fluffed a 3-1 lead and lost. So understandably, they'd be furious with that. And we sort of did average in the FA Trophy, getting to the 4th round and losing to Eastbourne Boro. Biggest win was 5-0 against Kings Langley in the FA Trophy. The most pivotal win, as we've already seen, was a 3-1 win over Boston for some reason. And the goal of the season come from Mitchell Curry in the 2-1 defeat to Braintree. I remember this, and I think all of you guys will too. It was early. It was the second game of the season, wasn't it? And he pinged one from 45. Was it 45 yards? It was silly. So they scored. It was an alright goal. Yeah. And then Curry went and instantly did this. Yeah, that is ridiculous. And even though he's not here anymore, it's nice to see that he's won goal of the season. But it was, unfortunately, in a defeat. But there's goal of the season. Financially, sponsorship's gone down, broadcast revenue's gone down, but hospitality, competition prize money and match day, commercial and retail revenue went up. Our reputations remain the same. No new sponsorship deals to note of, but Thompson, Shelby, Little, Spellman and Nelson were the most popular shirt sales. The average starting 11, you won't be surprised to see. Shelby, Perrott, Leckie, Sumnall, Newell, Little. Yeah, all of the names you'd expect to be there. And club awards. So Max Thompson, of course, got Player of the Season from the fans. He also got Young Player of the Season. Frankie Ealing got Signing of the Season. Mitchell Curry got Goal of the Season. Max Thompson was our top goal scorer with 26 goals. Caden Kelly was our top assister with 15 from that advanced playmaking role. Thompson got the most Player of the Match awards with 9 and had our highest match rating. Tom Leake had the most passes completed. And record breakers. So Thompson's broke the record. Maybe this is a Darlington record for the most goals with 26. Or maybe this is it. Most league goal, also overall goals, league goals as well, 22. Kelly with the assists, as we've seen. Tommy Taylor actually got the most clean sheets, even though he was replaced. He got 8 and then just didn't feature. As we've seen, Thompson play the match. We know that. Clark had the worst discipline, which you'd expect in his ball-winning position. Elliott was the highest transfer received. We obviously got rid of him quite early. Fastest goal was CD Sinian after 42 seconds. And Harvey was our youngest goal scorer with 16 years, 40 days. In terms of quotes, BBC T's Luke Gibson says Darlington looked a class above in the first couple of months of the season. Few will have expected this outcome, but they gave themselves a chance and reaped the rewards. Lovely stuff. And Adrian McNeil from Team Talk said Darlington owe everything to a fantastic start to the season that kick-started an unlikely promotion push. And there's the managerial timeline. We've also seen the Thompson record breaker thing added on to the end, which is awesome. And our core fan base has increased. Fairweather has decreased slightly, but we've gained social media followers, which is awesome. And we do have a club vision and expectations meeting. So they want us to continue to play attacking football, which is what we do anyway, really. Possession-based football, we do that too. Make the most of set pieces we could improve on. Entertaining football, I like to think we do. Same with high-tempo pressing play. So I think we're doing all that already. Wage budget, club's reputation is all sort of normal stuff. And yeah, there's nothing really in terms of staying up. I guess it's just attempting to avoid relegation for the foreseeable. Nothing too immediate. So that's spot on, to be honest with you. And we finished with an average dressing room atmosphere and an average managerial support. I hope we'll win them over one day. In terms of end of the season, it'll be good for all of us to have a chance to air our thoughts. I think, let's talk about the National League next season. And I think, congratulations to you on promotion this season. I'm more than happy to go into next season with you all, and I believe we can avoid, I wouldn't say avoid getting involved in. I have no idea what our expectations will be because I think the gap between the two leagues is quite small. So maybe saying we're going to avoid relegation is not enough. Yeah, I knew they'd be offended, but there was nothing else I could say, I don't think. Why you all putting that pressure is not fair. Yeah, I'm getting carried away. There we go. That's the sort of reaction. I'm just going to leave it. Everyone, just, yeah, go on holiday. Go on holiday before I annoy you all. and make things worse. There was nothing else there that I think I could have said. I knew mentioning that would be too much pressure for them. But that's annoying. But I think that is where we are going to leave it. We will have a tiny little look to finish. Ooh. Stadium expansion. More fans, 500k. That's going to be completed in 2 months. Awesome. We do have this thing of building a new stadium, so we're moving up in the world, which is awesome. So, let's have a little gander at what's happened elsewhere before we leave you. So, in our sister division, Southend smashed all records and battered the National League South and are back in the National League next season. They were promoted as champions by a country mile. Ebbsfleet beat Yeovil in the final 3-0 to get promoted. Lewes, Poole, Concord and Gosport were relegated. Obviously, as we know in our league, we went up along with South Shield, Peterborough Sports, FC United of Manchester, Leamington and Brackley went down. From the National League, in terms of passing us on the way up, Woking, Dorking, Chelmsford and Maidenhead are going down. Solihull Moors went up as champions with Crewe going up, beating Oldham 2-0 in the playoffs. So we're going to go up against Oldham next season. Big club and some huge clubs in there. Hartlepool is one the fans will not be able to wait for. Scarborough, of course, who were in our league last season, they've stayed up quite comfortably. So yeah, some really exciting fixtures in there. Into League 2, playoffs not yet to be decided, but Salford, Wrexham and MK Dons have went up with Boro and Gateshead going down. Into League 1, playoffs yet to be decided there once again, but Derby and Preston have gotten up into the Championship. Fleetwood, Stevenage, Burton and Leyton Orient have gone down. In the Championship, playoffs is still to be decided there again, but Leicester and Fulham have gone up. Norwich, Luton, Blackpool in the playoffs, that's impressive. And Sunderland are in the playoffs with Lincoln, that's a shame. Sheffield Wednesday and Bolton getting relegated. And I don't want to look at this bit because I know exactly what I'm about to see. Middlesbrough relegated from the Premier League, along with Burnley. And there's still 2 games to go, so you're looking at maybe Palace, Wolves or Leeds to go down with them. At least Boro didn't set the record low points tally, even though it's a disastrous season. City have won the Premier League, that's the name of it. Arsenal currently look like they've nailed second. Liverpool are third with Tottenham fourth. That could move around with United fifth, Chelsea sixth. But the top 6 are pretty much apart. And I think that is where we will leave it, guys. But if you've enjoyed this episode, then please do hit the like button. We've got promoted in both of our FM saves now, which is awesome. Boro in the Premier League, Darlington in the National League. And I'm hoping we can keep them both up and keep ploughing forward in our Journeyman career mode. Obviously, this is a career mode where we could move club at any point if we get offers in, etc. But I do want to try and keep Darlington up. And if we can secure their place in the National League, we might then consider taking the next step in our career. But I definitely want to try and keep them up. And you never know, we might be able to do something special and go up again. Who knows? But if you've enjoyed this video, I think I deserve a like for the absolute heartache and pressure that I've been put through here with that penalty shootout. So do hit the like button, subscribe for more, and hit the bell so you never miss an episode. And we'll probably take a few days off, as I did with my Project Boro now before the new season starts. But yeah, we'll be back in a few days' time to start Season 3 in the National League. Get in there. I'll see you guys next time. Come on, you Quakers.